times when you're over competitive as a group, you put Hanna in a position where you're pretending she's competing with you. Hanna's not competing. Hanna's narrating, and this is a repeat, but it's a reminder. There's a big difference between competing and narrating. When you're narrating a story, you put it out there 15 years ago to simply print everything. That's for the courts in the future. The story doesn't change, it's a narration. When you're competing, the story changes 1,000 times because you've got to attack the person who you think is competing with you. I'm not competing. How do you know I'm not competing? Well, you can go 2013 to the Ontario courts. You'll see my face with the Turkish national flag as a small entry in 2013. And then there was 50,000 other court cases after that. But some were with the tribunal, some were faxes, some were like there's no competition. It's a narration. How else do you know it's not a competition? Because in 1967, when Hanna was born, she was given a particular legal name. That legal name makes her the Star of David in her actual name. So if she did some written work, you will know she's not competing. Because unless you were born in 1967, that's the oldest record of mountains and landing and all of that. One single name with kilometers of history to it. She's not competing. Illuminati tried to give some Indian chick Hanna's name. Make her like a half-breed. But Ilkin is famous in Turkey. So they had to pull down Ilkin of everything in Turkey to try to give it to the Indians. It's been nothing but a mess. But Hanna reminds them it's not a competition. It's a narration. How else do you know it's not a competition, but a narration? Because Hanna's the only one that can finish properly. So they're trying to put her through this maze to stall time delay, fraud. You know, they don't talk about the endorsement stolen. They don't talk about thousands of things wrong they've done. But in their head, I'm competing. I'm not competing, I'm narrating. If I'm narrating, when I die tomorrow, if the world doesn't end, you'll be left with it. And you will realize I was not competing. If I die and the world is left, you will understand I was not competing. So either a lot of Jews are going to lose a shitload of money and still, you know, someone's going to get chewed out if the world doesn't end. Or if they do it, it's not going to be the same, or you're always going to wonder, you know, what was Hanna going to do? Because one is the pearl, remember? That's natural to the story. And the other one's freshwater, where you force a clam to get a sand piece particle. There's a big difference between narration and competition. So, to verify what Hanna's saying, she said it's really simple. Subpoena the United States, Pentagon would know. If they're doing fraud because they won it in the United States, that's fair. Then there's every other intelligence agency that was involved. Every other armies that were involved.